落ちた競合飛べないカラス
What's up YouTube, it's Alan Blackwing here with another Blackwing video. So today we have my updated Blackwing Diamond deck profile, and I'm gonna tell you how you can get to Diamond with this deck as well. I'm gonna tell you all the secrets, so let's jump straight into it. First off, we play Psyframe Driver, and you notice that this card hasn't been here for a while, and it's obviously here for the Gammas. And what basically does this Gamma Psyframe gear Gamma do? Well, as you have maybe seen in my combo video, this card stops your opponent's hand traps when you're going first, so it kind of secures your own place. You know, you can play Pot of Prosperity, and if they ash it, you know, you can play Gamma, and if you get something to your hand, let's say for example like an Bora or something, they might want to just straight out, you know, they know that you're gonna special summon a lot, so they just play Maxi immediately. And in those situations you don't control any monsters, so you can just straight up special summon the Gamma and negate that. So that's really nice, and obviously Gamma is also there, one of the best hand traps you can have when you're going second and your opponent plays any monster effect. Against a lot of decks they just straight up pass, you know, they can do anything if you Gamma them, so that's really nice. Then we have Orochi, which is also really nice. You know, the one level 1 Blackwing monster you always want to search with Whirlwind, or you can search with any Blackwing, you just normal summon any Blackwing and you can always search Orochi, that's really nice. 3 Gust, the Backblast. There are still some people that are only playing like 0 or 1 or 2 or some strange numbers. No, you definitely want to play 3, because this card you just slap it on the field, you know, your opponent can't even play Maxi like in a chain to this card. You get to your Gene Buster, and Gene Buster obviously prevents your opponent he negates one monster effect your opponent plays, so kind of hand traps, so that's why you want to play 3 Gusts. And also when you go second, if your normal summon gets, you know, destroyed and it's not like a Seaman extra normal summon, you know, Gust is there for kind of like, then you can still go off. If your normal summon, let's say Zephyros, gets destroyed, then you can special summon Bora because you have a Gust on the field and go on from there. So we want to play 3 Gust, really good. And also with Gust, some people have sent me comments, hey, you know, if I draw Gust and Simon, you know, then Gust is bad. Well, no, it's not, because obviously you can banish it with Simon and then just special summon it back with Ulster. So Gust is like, it's always good. And alright, next card, we play, yeah, 2 Psyframe gear Gammas. I don't know why nobody's almost playing this card, or Blackwing players, I haven't seen them playing this card. This is just like, this is semi-limited for a reason. This is really good, and especially in this deck, because basically if you win the die roll and you have like a Gamma, it's almost 99% of the time GG. And if your opponent has like any hand trap they try to play before, you know, just in response to Simon they Maxi, or they try to ash your Prosperity, you know, whatever, you can just summon the Gamma, summon the Driver, and then you can even go for Psyframe Lord Omega and take 1 card from their hand. So it ensures you that your combo is gonna go through. It's just that good. Then we play 2 Harmadans here. Harmadan, you know, I decided to cut it to 2. Why, you might ask? Well, basically it's kind of the worst Blackwings to have if you kind of like brick or draw bad hand, because Harmadan is good, but like Gust, if you draw Gust and Whirlwind, you can still search for Harmadan. But if you draw Harmadan and Whirlwind, you can only really search for Orochi, and you know, you don't have many plays from that. So basically Harmadan, even though he also enables Gene Buster easier for preventing Nibiru, I would still say that Harmadan is the like, he's really good, but I would only play 2, or I'm only playing 2 for now in the main deck. Then we play 1 Gale. You don't necessarily need this. This is basically just here for, you know, halving a Windus like attack, so that's nice. And when you open up with Simon and a Whirlwind, you get double Whirlwind, you know, one with the one that you drew, and then the other one with Simon's effect. You get the double Whirlwind on the field, and then one of the Whirlwinds search, usually Ouster, and the second one Gale. So, you know, you get more special summonable monsters in your hand, and that's always good. Then we run 1 Phantom Knight Silent Boots. He's basically there for dumping to the graveyard with Rusty and then searching for the rank up spells, so that's why he's there. Then we have 3 Ash Blossoms. Prevent, you know, he's a good card when going second, you know, prevents your opponent from searching cards, and also when you go first, if you have already the combo in your hand, you know, play Pot of Prosperity and add Ash Blossoms to your hand, because this can still negate your opponent's Maxi. So that's one thing that is really important. If you already have the combo, please just play Prosperity and add Ash to your hand or Kalba the Grey, so your combo is even more secure. Then we go forward, so we go to Bora. And Bora is just there, you know, for the level 4 that you can special summon anytime, really good. Yeah, enough said. Then we have Zephyros. Some people are still playing less than 3 Zephyros, and I believe that's 100% incorrect. You should play 3, because Zephyros plus any Blackwing is Kali Yuga combo, so that's just insane. Any Blackwing you can special summon, so pretty much any Blackwing except for Aster, that is. So, yeah. 3 Zephyros. Enough said. Then 3 Christek Crack of Dawn, a little bit worse in a way that you can only special summon him once per turn. Bora you can special summon as many times as you want in a turn, but still 3 Christek Crack of Dawn, yeah, you want to play 3 of him because you want to maximize the monsters or Blackwings you can special summon to being able to go for the combo with Zephyros. Then we have only one Aster. Aster is a really nice card, but the issue with Aster is that you don't want to draw into too many normal summonable monsters into your opening hand, because you're already running 3 Zephyros, and this deck doesn't run Allure of Darkness, so it kind of makes Aster not as great as it would be otherwise, if that makes sense. Then we have one Raider Swing. Raider Swing also enables you the kind of combo, so basically you want to detach one XYZ monster from the Arsenal Falco. In some combos you are kind of in a place where you have to play it that way and you can't go for the Ultimate Falcon, so it's really nice. And if something happens to your boots, you still have, for example, you draw it and you can't send it with Rusty, you can still send Raider Swing from the graveyard, from the deck to the graveyard with Phantom Knight Rusty, and then you can continue your plays. And Raider Raptor Strangulanius, it's basically the card that you would want to add with Force Tricks to your hand when you're playing Force Tricks effect in the combo. So that's basically what you want to do with Strangulanius. Oh, it's always really nice to special summon, you know, normal summon any dark and you can special summon him, so he's almost every time alive. Then we play the opener or the starter of the deck, 3 Simons. You want to run 3 of him, amazing card, and he's usually the card that you want to add with Prosperity to your hand if your hand is not already able to do the combo. Yes, and then next card, Pot of Prosperity. This just helps you draw into Simon a lot more. Depending on your opening hand, it depends a lot like what you want to banish with this card. Actually, if you see that you have like a hand without any level 2, I usually banish the Gene Buster, because then if I would get the Pot of Prosperity Simon, I wouldn't still be able to go for Gene Buster because I don't have the level 2. And the other cards I usually banish are depending on also what I have. For example, if I don't have a Gamma in my hand, you know, Omegas are really easy to banish. Usually when you go first you don't maybe want to do Full Armor Master, so you can banish that. And then we have Hagla Firebrax, IP Masquerena and Nightmare Unicorn you can banish as well, because usually you don't do those on the first turn. So that's pretty easy. But then again, if you have, for example, a Gamma in hand, you want to leave the Omega there just for your opponent, maybe playing the Ash on the Prosperity, and then you want to banish something else, for example, Time Thief Redoer. So it depends a lot on what you have in your hand. And then if you don't have any extra level 4s, you know that you can't go for Burrelload Savage Dragon. So yeah, it depends on what hand you have, opening hand, what you want to banish with Pot of Prosperity. And then we have 3 Black Whirlwinds. I think this is also pretty mandatory. Without Small World, you can't get that easy into Simon, so you still want to maximize on Black Whirlwinds. Then we play the 1 Phantom Knight rank up Magic Launch, which enables Kali Yuga, obviously the card that makes this deck so much better, takes this deck to the next level. Yep. Then we play 2 Kalba the Graves. This is basically here for just, you know, negating hand traps, and when you go in second you can banish something from your opponent's graveyard and negate it, so that's also sometimes comes in handy. Then we have the second rank up card. This basically enables you to go into Arsenal Falco. Then we have 1 Phantom Knight's Shade Brigade, and this is basically here for sometimes when you go like full combo, you can search 3 cards from the deck, so basically these 3 Phantom Knights cards, and then you can add Shade Brigade, and it's basically never dead because it's basically a monster you can special summon. So that's really nice, and it also makes Time Thief Reader's third effect a lot better, and Time Thief Reader in general a lot more deadly. So then let's go for the extra deck. We run 1 Omega. I think I already said that why this is really good, but it's really good with the addition of Frame Gear Gamma, because this card just basically gets rid of your opponent's hand or one card in their hand, but they have played one card that you negate with Gamma. They usually have 4 cards in their hand, and then this card takes another one from their hand, so they have 3 cards in their hand basically. And also usually when you banish face down cards with Pot of Prosperity, Omega can actually put them back in the graveyard, and when Omega is destroyed, you can actually put Omega and one of the cards back into the deck. So that's also one thing to not forget, because that's actually a pretty good effect. You can also play it on Boots, for example, to put Boots back in the graveyard and then play it if you haven't gotten all the cards that you need for the combo. And then also you can also activate this effect on your opponent's graveyard banished zone. So if they have something banished you want to their graveyard for some reason, you can do that. So that's also one thing to keep in mind. Then we have Burrow Savage Dragon. This usually comes up when you go for the combos. When going first, you want that one negation to prevent your opponent from destroying their rank up card, for example. So that's why he's here. Then we have Full Armor Master. He's here for, you know, insanely good card when going second. Snatch Steal, Raigeki basically. So really nice if your opponent doesn't see this coming. Then we have Gin Buster level 2 or rank 2 monster. Basically you usually want to do this with Gust and Harmadan, and in combination with like Simon, so you play Simon's cost to banish either Gust or Harmadan, then you normal summon it, search for Ouster, and Ouster plays effect, special summons either one of them back that you banished, and then with Whirlwind you can search the other one, and then you can just go for Gin Buster. So yes. Then we have one Force Tricks, and this is basically needed in the combo. You want to summon this guy in every combo, and usually you want to search for the Stranglelanus, and yeah, he's just there for to get the Vice Tricks effect activated. Then we play one Time Thief Redoer. You don't need this card that much anymore in the deck, but he's really good there still. There are sometimes boss monsters that you kind of need to get rid of by not targeting them and not destroying them, so this is basically why the trap effect is really good. So basically place one face-up card your opponent controls to the top of the deck, so it doesn't target and it doesn't destroy the monster, so that comes in handy every now and then. Then we have one Gaga Magician, and this basically summons back your Arsenal Falco. Sometimes your board gets Nibirued and then you can special summon back your Force Trick, so that's also really nice. And then sometimes it summons back, you go for the Ultimate Falcon play effect, and then you of course detach Arsenal Falcon, and then you can special summon it back with Gaga Magician. So Gaga Magician is really good also. Then we have one Arsenal Falcon. He's just there basically a piece for the combo, and also you want to basically end your turn by having him without any material and the rank up card set. So that's basically how you get into Kali Yuga, King Kali Yuga. So yeah, and basically when you summon him, you can basically offer the handshake and just usually it's game because your opponent doesn't see it coming. And one thing that is really nice also with this deck, that usually if you have a kind of threatening field, let's say Ultimate Falcon and Burrow Savage Dragon, and this is kind of like an underdog deck, your opponent doesn't, you know, they don't play Lava Golem on Arsenal Falco. They obviously want to play it on Ultimate Falcon and Burrow Savage Dragon or other threats like a Gin Buster. They don't see Arsenal Falco as a threat because obviously they don't know the combo that Arsenal Falco and the spell card is gonna go for King Kali Yuga, and then they can't play any cards basically, or other cards on the field are negated. So yeah. Then next up we played Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. This is just a big towers, and sometimes if you make it like when you're going second, it can actually come in really handy because every turn or the end phase this card can make all your opponent's monsters lose 1000 attack, and if they don't have any monsters they take that damage, so that's really nice. So yeah. Then for the next card we have one Kristen Halkafrybrax, and this is basically here for when you play Gamma's effect, special summoning the driver, and then you can just go with these two into Halkafrybrax and then special summon a Blackwing tuner, or you can actually special summon a second Gamma. A level 2 tuner can also be really nice in the deck or on the field. But he's not needed that much in the deck, to be honest. You can play something else here if you want to, but he's just there kind of also to unclog some hands, and with some hands he can also bring up some strange kind of different combos. Then we play one Wise Tricks, and it's basically your level 2 link monster you want to always go for, and he just enables all the combos. Then you have one IP Masquerina, and this card is basically here for when your board gets wiped somehow with Nibiru, for example. You usually want to make any Blackwing and a token can make this card, and then any Blackwing and IP Macarena can make Rusty, and you can still usually go for the combo in that way. So yeah, he's really good there. And then for the next card, if you kind of brick or draw some bad hand or whatever, you can make IP Masquerena and then try to go for Nightmare Unicorn on your opponent's turn. And usually if you have Nightmare Unicorn and Time Thief Reader, you have like 2 bounces, so that's pretty good. Nightmare Unicorn says that, you know, when this card is link summoned, you can detach 1 card and target 1 card on the field, shuffle it into the deck. So that's really nice. So basically if you have Nightmare Unicorn and Time Thief Reader with a trap card attached to it, you can bounce 2 cards. So that's really nice. Then we have Phantom Knight's Rusty Bardish, and he just enables the combo, basically sending always boots to the graveyard if possible, and then setting first the Phantom Knight Magic Lounge, and then playing effects from the graveyard and searching the trap card to your hand. So yeah, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more Blackwing content. Basically, I'm all about Blackwing, so yeah, and if you want to see these profiles in the future, please also you can become a member and support me. That helps me enormously, because that just gives me more motivation to give you the best content I can possibly provide. So yeah, if you have any comments, please post them down in the comment section below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.
それでも一人じゃなくなったあいつは強いよ。